Hi guys, I'm Kendall Bonner with eXp Realty. I'm a team leader and a broker associate. I am so excited to talk to you about this next list of activities for you to do now that you've got your real estate license. My goal is to help you jumpstart your real estate business. I mean, seriously, now what? You've got a real estate license. What do you need to do next? Well, I'm here to tell you. I got some tips, got some tricks, got some strategies. I've got some things for you to do to help you grow your business. So let's jump right into it. Step number one, you need to make a list of people that you know. This is a list of people to call, text, and email, right? These are people that if you were to call them, they know who you are. They know your name, right? And so it's so important for you to create this list, no matter if you're going out on your own as an independent agent, if you are planning to be on a team, it does not matter. You want to generate this list. This is going to be the foundation of your business. So where do you start? Where do you start to begin this list? Number one, go to your social media accounts. Start there. You want to build a list of 5, 10, 15, 25, 50, 100, up to 200 people is your goal of people that you have their phone number, their email, their personal address, their date of birth, if you can get it. All right. So start building this list. Your goal is to find opportunities in this list of people who are looking to buy or sell real estate, either now or in the future. You also want to see if they can refer you to someone who's looking to buy or sell real estate, right? So the best way to compete in real estate is not to compete. So start building those relationships quick, early, and as soon as possible, because those are going to be your pipeline of leads and opportunities in your real estate career, right? So start building that list. Once you go through your sphere or your social media, once you get through your social media, definitely then go through your cell phone, right? Go through your contact list, see who's in there, and just create an Excel sheet and start writing those names down and start there. And then start building out phone numbers, emails, addresses, date of births, etc. Right? And any other special notes you have about that particular person. Maybe they're single, maybe they're married, maybe they have kids, and we'll go into a more detailed class or session on building your sphere of influence and what that looks like. That is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But definitely want to get you to just get started by building your sphere of influence. Step number two, another easy one, do an open house, right? Do one every weekend, do them twice a week. Just use that to start getting into homes and also start meeting buyers and other sellers who might be interested in doing real estate, right, with you. Don't forget to door knock around the neighborhood when you do your open houses, right? You can do an exclusive invitation only time for all of the neighbors to come through the home during maybe the first 30 minutes of your open house. But this is a great opportunity for you to meet the neighbors and give them the opportunity to pick their new neighbor. Also, don't forget, use tons of yard signs when you do an open house. Some people, they skimp on the yard signs, and that's a mistake. You want as many yard signs out as possible. I would say 10, 15, 25. I've seen as much as 30 yard signs be used to direct people to the home, right? So if you can get out to that main road and use tons of directional signs, I've seen some cool things, like some people do balloons, some people do the little spinners, whatever you can do to get people to notice your yard signs, get them turn by turn directions, including along the straightaways. Like, it's okay, keep going straight. You're going to hit at the next turn. You'll see my sign and know exactly where to go, right? So use tons of yard signs. Also, make sure you get on that MLS and look for active listings in the neighborhoods that you would like to work in or in the neighborhood that you live in. Those are great places to find some opportunities to list or to do those open houses. Give those listing agents a call. I don't even think it matters if you're in the same company or not. Some listing agents will care, some won't, but give them a call anyway. If you're trying to help them market the home and get that home sold, many listing agents will appreciate your help and your efforts. Number three, troll Zillow, right? Go create yourself a free account. Zillow offers a free account. Fill it out, put your information, build your bio there. You'd be surprised. People will find you on Zillow for free and reach out to you and want to do business with you, right? They also have tons of training, resources, scripts, and more. So much information there, and you can get a lot out of that. So I highly recommend that you get on Zillow and you start digging through all their materials. When you do this, make sure though that you're in the agent portal, not the consumer portal. There is a difference. Next, you want to leverage all of their free stuff. You don't have to buy their leads in order to take advantage of all the things that Zillow has to offer. So make sure, step number 3, you troll Zillow and you create your account. Number 4, review market stats, right? This is something that agents often don't do, shockingly, although it's the most common question that you get from consumers when you tell someone, hey, I'm a real estate agent. They're like, oh, wow, great. How's the market? Well, it's not meant for you to just say, it's great, want to buy a house? It is meant for you to tell them about the market. And when you know the stats, when you know what's happening in the market trends, you sound more intelligent and more trustworthy and more reliable, right? So I know in Florida, we have through the Florida Realtor organization, it's called SunStats, SUNSTATS. And so you can use this in Florida to record your, or to identify the market stats. And so this is pretty common. I'm sure in your state, if you're not in Florida, they have something similar. And so, you know, you want to track that housing data so that you can talk about the median home price versus the average home price, days on market, things like that. I'll give you a quick list of stats to watch in just a second. But NAR also provides national housing data. And so that's also important, especially if you can compare national housing data compared to your local market. So, because people often hear and mistake housing data for local market data, and sometimes they're very different, right? So you can also use your MLS. I'm a partner with Stellar MLS, and Stellar allows us to build our own stat tools as well. And so I highly recommend you use that. Some stats to watch, in my opinion, that you should write down are the number of active homes for sale in a given month, the number of sold, the months of supply, the days on market, also known as DOM, you know, ASP, which is average sales price, right? What is the average sales price of the homes being sold right now? The other one is list price versus sale price ratio. This will help you see if there's a trend where homes are being listed above market value and being sold for 96, 98% of list price, or if they're being sold for above list price, which would give you at 100% LP to SP ratio, right? Number 5, connect with a lender. Have them send you weekly updates on mortgage rates, okay? Like definitely dive into that. Have a sense of where rates are. It's not your job to quote rates to a consumer, but it is important for you to have an idea of what they are so that you can be paying attention to those trends as well. You may even want to set up an alert for mortgages.com and like tap into some of those websites that provide that information to you so that you can have it at your fingertips every single day, be watching the trends. Are they holding steady? Are they changing? You know, just so you can be a better resource to your customer. Next, number 6, also connected to mortgage rates, learn the difference between rent rate and mortgage rate, right? Be able to compare and contrast. There's something to watching the rental market that helps inform on the sales market, especially in residential real estate. So what do I mean by that? Well, think about it. As long as rent rates continue to be as high or higher than the cost to buy a home, guess what people are going to choose to do? They will choose to buy a home as opposed to paying rent rates. Now, if rent rates suddenly drop or drastically drop from where they're at right now, where it becomes cheaper to rent than it is to buy, then guess what? People in the market to buy may wait to buy a home because it's cheaper to rent, right? So important for you to know that. There'll be lots of renters that you will meet who, you know, honestly, they don't know what it would take to buy a home, and it's our job to educate them. And so the more you know, the more you can be a resource to them. All right. Next, I want to tell you number 7, preview new construction. This is a really great way for you to get insights on inventory. there is no way to create inventory other than to build it. Sounds simple, but it's still a fact, right? So when builders are building, this is creating inventory, right? And a lot of reasons why we have the low inventory market that we have today, and this video is being recorded in 2023, is because back after the crash of 2008 and 9 and 10, new construction almost stopped. They weren't building what we call spec homes or homes that are basically completed. They're constructed, completed, and the builder's just waiting for a buyer. There used to be a time where you'd see a healthy mix of what we call spec homes, and then also just lots available that customers can come in, pick their lot, and then their home be built from scratch in front of their own eyes. So now a lot of builders are just building from scratch. So not a ton of spec homes available unless it's a canceled contract where the buyer perhaps fell out of contract for some reason, and now the builder has it back on market. But look for local builders in your area, preview their model homes and their inventory, get to know what is considered an upgrade versus what is considered normal. I remember a time where granite used to be considered an upgrade because the standard was Formica. That's not the case anymore. So, granite's more of a standard. You have other things, and I'm talking about the countertops for those of you that don't know. There's Corian, quartz, granite, there's Formica, obviously, tile. There's different types of countertops, and those all represent various things to different people. And so it's important for you to know the difference. And new construction is one of the best ways to learn that. Ask for the spec sheet from the new builder consultant. They'll give that to you, and you'll be able to also see the kind of cost difference between the standard versus the upgrade. So just a good way for you to learn more and expedite your learning. Number 8, preview vacant homes. You want to get into the resale homes, but we want to protect our home sellers. So, I would be cautious of previewing homes that are occupied. A lot of homeowners spend a lot of time getting their homes ready and for showings because they believe you're coming with a ready, willing, and able buyer. And so we don't want to upset home sellers if you are a new agent without an actual buyer looking to just get educated on the market and the resale market. So I would avoid doing showings without an actual buyer of occupied homes on the market. However, if you can get in on open house, that would be great because they're already planning for people to be there and multiple people for a period of time. So that's not a big deal. But otherwise, I would get into some vacant homes where they're easy to show. So that way you can get inside the resale market and be able to track those trends as well, right? You'll be able to see the difference between clean, rehab, the homes that need renovation, and be able to kind of, again, compare and contrast resale homes versus new construction. Number 9, leverage all of your training opportunities. Your MLS provides tons of training and ongoing education. Your broker should be providing live and/or recorded training. Make sure you participate in that. Your realtor board should also be providing training. They're usually digging not just into the MLS, but other things as well. And they're really good at kind of keeping their finger on the pulse of what agents need, especially new agents, just to use all of the resources and tools that they have to offer, right? You also want to attend a few in-person events. I believe in that. I believe in the networking, and not just your local in-person events. Get out of your hometown, your home city, and travel to some of the more bigger national events. The exposure is amazing. You will learn so much from those events just in the networking, but don't go and be a secret agent. Go in, shake hands, meet people. There's referral opportunities when you start to connect with people outside your local hometown. There's just so much for you to learn. There's leaders to meet, people to follow that you can learn from as well. And then, of course, one of my other favorite ways for agents to learn is through the form of designations and certifications. You can go to the website for NAR and see an entire list of approved designations and certifications that you can take. I do recommend using NAR approved designations and certifications, just because you want to make sure that you're not giving your money to a tool or a product that isn't nationally recognized, right? But one of my favorite ones is CRS, a Certified Residential Specialist. That training, I have to tell you, every time I've ever gone to any of their training, it was top notch. So definitely look at that one. They also provide a magazine called The Residential Specialist. And so you can become a member before you qualify for the designation, and that way you can participate in all the training, but it's so good. And so I highly recommend it. Number 10, if you have money to spend, I've got a couple of ideas for you. It's important that you invest in some resources. If you have money, I know that some real estate agents get into this business without a significant budget. But for those of you that do, and that were prepared to invest in your business, there are some lead sources that are pretty popular. One, of course, is Zillow. You can buy leads from Zillow. They tend to be pretty expensive, but I hear good things about them. So if you want to work those leads, just remember any type of lead opportunity or lead flow that you purchase, it all requires follow-up. The magic is in the follow-up. Most of the time, the business that you generate from these sources are not ready to buy today, I'll say, right? Like in the next, 1 week, 2 weeks, 30 days. But many of them will purchase in the next 6 to 18 months. So how strong is your follow-up game? That's the question, right? So you've got Zillow, you've got Realtor.com, you've got companies like Realty.com. So if you're interested in that and want to know if your territory is available, reach out to me. I have the connect. All right, I can get you a discount on that one. And then there's also Google PPC, which is pay-per-click campaigns. And then of course you can run social media ads. But like I said, I want to say it again for the people in the back. All right.
Slow it down.
Let's say it again for the people in the back. When you buy leads or opportunities, as I like to say, be prepared to invest 6 to 18 months in nurturing those leads through consistent follow-up, right? And quality value proposition in order for them to convert. Remember, 6 to 18 months. Of course, there'll be a handful that are ready to buy in the next 90 days, but I'm telling you, the majority is going to be ready or will be ready in 6 to 18 months. So if you buy leads and you're not happy and you're trying to make this decision in the first 3 to 6 months of purchasing that lead opportunity, just understand, don't give up on those opportunities. It could take you 6 to 18 months to convert them. But we'll do another class on conversion too. I think that one would be a fun one. I bet you're curious and like, hey, Kendall, bring it to me, give it to me. I want to know, right? So number 11, I want to say whether you have money or not, this is a must. This is vital. And this is what will ensure and help you do number 10 and help you accomplish step number 1, which is invest in a CRM and a website. Your brokerage may come with one, and it may be great and it may be terrible. I don't know, but there are a lot of good ones out there. So I'll give you a list of some of my favorites and or some of the ones that I know about that are well known. So we've got Sierra Interactive. I use their website. You can check out bestTampaRealEstateAgents.com. I've customized it. I've put a lot of money behind it. So how my website is, it doesn't come out of the box like that, but it is something that you can do, which is one of the reasons why I picked that particular vendor for my website. We also have KV Core. Sierra and KV Core are both website/CRM combos. So when you pay for one, you get both. So that's not bad. KV Core is owned and ran by Inside Real Estate. They have a ton of tools. And when I say ton, I mean like a ton. I think they are trying to take over the world when it comes to that space in real estate, right? So they're constantly gobbling up other prop tech companies to kind of give you that one-stop shop experience. So definitely recommend KV Core. Another one is Boomtown, Real Geeks, Chime, that I've used many moons in the past. But I would say my favorites are Sierra, KV Core, and then from just strictly CRM perspective, Follow Up Boss. Now that's my CRM. That one's the jam. You can do a free trial with Follow Up Boss. Highly recommend it. It's something that integrates with lots of other websites. In fact, that's what I do. I pay for a website and then I integrate it with my CRM of choice, which is Follow Up Boss, also known as FUB. Bub and Sierra and Katie Cora, they all have like Facebook groups. I'm sure you can find YouTube videos on them. It's just a matter of your personal preference. But I'm going to tell you the best CRM or technology tool is the one you use. True story. So definitely go pick up a real estate website / CRM for your business. This is a must for success in your real estate career. And then number 12, I would say this is like a bit of a bonus. And actually the last 3 are all really bonus tips for me to you. You can request a copy for free of my book, The Ultimate Guide to Becoming a Top Producer. I will put the link in the description box below because I just want to be of service to you. I just want to be of value. I just want to help. So if you find that book valuable, I'd love your feedback. I went through that and tried to really kind of pull in some of my best tips and nuggets for helping you become a top real estate agent as quickly as possible. So I hope you enjoy that book. Another quick tip is build a Google My Business page and go get 10 reviews. That's a big secret, your reviews, right? Okay, your reviews are a thing and you want them on Google. I know people are going to tell you to put them on Zillow, but guess what? Google is more powerful than Zillow. It is. It's just a fact. So go create a Google My Business page. I think that's the old name. I think it's a Google Business Profile page now. And go get yourself 10 reviews minimum to put on there. And that will help you get ranked by Google, right? So when people are in Google searching for a real estate agent and or a home for sale or an agent to list their home, hopefully you'll pop up, right? But if you're not there, they'll never find you. And then last but not least, sign up for the real estate related news sources. My most popular ones or favorite ones that I've subscribed to and that I recommend that you subscribe to are Real Trends / Housing Wire. I think they are partner companies. They all do get on their email drip campaigns and their newsletters, but Real Trends / Housing Wire is a great resource. RIS Media, that's RIS Media. That's another real estate news source for you. And then last but not least, I won't say it's my favorite, but it kind of is. It's the one I'm the most involved in, and that's Inman. And it's definitely one of the most trendy of the news sources out there. And so Inman is INMAN. Oh my God, I can't spell. So Inman News. And I'll try to put links in the description box for you below so that you can get connected to those news sources, but tons of great articles in all of those different real estate news sources about real estate, the real estate industry, the business, prop tech, real tech, fintech, all those different, resources out there for you. They often bring in various writers to talk about what's happening in the real estate industry today. All right, thanks so much for joining me, guys. It was such a pleasure to talk to you. I hope that you got some value out of these next steps after you get your real estate license and how to jumpstart your career. More videos to come soon. I hope you enjoy them and keep in touch. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, give me a thumbs up if possible. I'd appreciate it. And I thank you everyone for joining me today. Have a great one. Bye.